Hi, Kayla. My tablet just literally started recording without me touching it. I had it on YouTube ready to go, but I haven't cleansed yet, so it started. So here we go. Here's your general reading. Order 4583. I saw your note too, but we will see. That was just very weird that it started recording without me even touching the record button. I grabbed your deck. So I know that you've gotten readings from me before, but this is, again, one that you can rewatch over and over if you wish. If you have any questions, let me know. Please let me know how it resonates as well. I have your info over here on my computer. That's where I'm getting your energy from. I'm getting huge goosebumps too. I think there is somebody around you, especially with that turning on. I don't know who it is yet. So let's see what happens. But again, you can rewatch it as many times as you wish. I would watch it by yourself first, and then if you wish to share it with another, then you're more than welcome to. Okay, but let's see what pops out. In between deck shuffling, I will pause just so that you don't have to watch me shuffle my cards. But if something's coming to mind, then I will restart the video. Why do I keep looking at my Practical Magic book? Have you been reading that one again lately? It's kind of off. Kind of weird. Okay, that's interesting. So as you know, a lot of the cards come out like past to present. Not always, but the future isn't set in stone. As soon as you start making decisions, then things may change. There's more that needs to come out. Did it flip one? No. All right. A lot of sideways cards. Okay, so the first card kind of sets the tone of my readings as well, and this is as of like here and now as I'm recording the video. So yours was this way, and it's past, lack, and suffering. So it's like it's in reverse, but I feel like you have a painful past that still kind of haunts you a little bit. And it still triggers you sometimes. I don't know what it is. Self-harm comes to mind, but that's never come to mind with you before. So something changed. I really hope that this is still in the past, whatever this is. Whatever this suffering is in this past, in this lackfulness, you're still harboring onto it, whether it's subconsciously or not, and it's still affecting you a little bit. But you have grown stronger than this, okay? Don't let whatever this is rule over you, because I have a feeling that there's been some stuff come up lately that's been triggering you a little bit for that. I've never had that come out in readings for you before. I'm wondering if I have the right energy. I'm going to keep going, but please let me know how this resonates with you. Because it's almost like you're like curling up into a ball, like what this picture is showing, and you're just crying, and you feel like there's no escape, and there's nowhere out of things. But I think that it's, again, from the past, but you're still carrying it forward because it's like it's in reverse, but it's like past, present, and future. I'm hoping I'm making sense. But then we have Venus and Offer that came out sideways like this. So it's like upright. So then we have like your blossoming like a flower, the beauty of a flower, the nice scent of a flower. You have kind of risen up from whatever this is, but it is still kind of lingering. So you need to own that. You need to own your past, accept the past, learn from the past, and move on from the past. I'm getting massive goosebumps. I don't know if you can see those. is huge, because I feel like you're still a little fragmented. Okay, so you still feel like you're a little bit lost at the minute. You're still trying to figure out exactly where you fit in to certain things. So you feel like you have doubts about certain things. So like a lackful mindset in some areas, not all, but some areas. So when you're feeling on a low day, it kind of really snowballs for you and it spirals downward. You need to stop it as quickly as you can when you start recognizing those, so that you can spiral upwards, okay? Because as you know, like attracts like. So any negative, you're going to attract negative. Any positive, you're going to attract positive. So if you're spiraling downwards, that's going to attract bad negative things, okay? So I have a feeling that, again, you're just kind of trying to figure out some things, exploring different things, learning about different things, because you're always reading, I feel like. But you need to whatever this is, I don't know if it was you that was possibly self-harming, or if it was somebody that you know that did the self-harm and maybe oof themselves, because of how I feel with this, because of the loss factor as well. So maybe that's who was around me. No, that's not right. No, forget that. But masculine came out as well. So masculine energy is kind of like your rugged and rough and tough energy. So your feminine energy is like motherly, nurturing, caring, want to kind of comfort everyone. That's how you naturally are. You're like the Empress in tarot. The Empress really comes to mind. The Queen of Swords really comes to mind with you. So you need to bring out a little bit more of your masculine side. You need to stand up for yourself a little bit more. You need to have your voice heard in situations a little bit more, because you're very reserved. You have thoughts about things and you want to say them, but you don't actually say them. So this is saying like you have to kind of grow a backbone kind of deal, given some situations, okay, not all, but some, to kind of boost your confidence a little bit too, okay? Now regret and repression came out reflection and projections. So I have a feeling that, again, notice the imagery in these two cards. They're very similar, they're very dark, and they have the same body stance. Okay? They're mirroring each other. And it's a mirror. Okay? So, you, again, I think that when you look at yourself in the mirror, like truly look at yourself in the mirror with no distractions, sometimes you feel like just breaking down and crying, and because of some of the hardships that have happened in your past, because of the broken mirror. And this is, again, weighing very, very heavy on you. And that's why you're regretting some things and you're repressing some things. I think that you're dreaming too. You're having very vivid dreams because of how your subconscious is right now. I think that you need to listen to something on YouTube to help you with your throat chakra or your heart chakra. So there's different frequencies on YouTube that you can listen to help kind of align your chakras and stuff. You can search for them, listen to them for a little bit. If they're not resonating with you, try something else. Because there's like thousands of them on YouTube. Because I think that will help your subconscious kind of just chill a bit and you realign a little bit, because water came out next. So you could have water in your chart. I honestly can't remember. But the ace is sticking out on this card, and the ace is about like new beginnings, newfound hope. It's about those sorts of aspects. Like each ace is a little bit different, but you again are kind of just stagnant and just kind of sitting there in the water. You're not drowning. Okay, you're not drowning. You might be floating on top of the water. Excuse me, but it is still kind of affecting you because you're weighing on it. Okay, You have your higher self activation. It's in, it's sideways, so it's like it's in upright in past, present, and future. You are on your pathway to activate yourself with your gifts. And I think that you have grown a lot since doing a lot of this stuff. And you're going to continue to grow with this because, again, it's past, present, and future. So just remember that you're in charge of the activation. You're in charge of how much you can do. I think that a lot of it is with your hands and how you work with your gifts. It's a lot to do with your hands because of how this picture is. Because that's really sticking out to me too. Pearls. Why did pearls come to my mind? I have no idea why pearls came to mind. Family, home, and commitment came out, but it came out sideways. So it kind of was like this. So I think it's supposed to be an upright. But this here, I think like your family and your home and those sorts of things are very, very important to you. But I feel like since it kind of came out sideways, there's something regarding your upbringing that's still triggering you because of the whole on a slant. Because when they're like this, it's like it's in reverse, okay? So when it comes out like this, I think that it's kind of supposed to be like this for your family and like sideways, so upside down in reverse, past, present, future for your own upbringing. And I think that's really triggering you too. So that could be part of this rejection and loss and fragmented part. You need to get back to your comfort zone. Okay? You got to go back to your comfort zone, whatever that is, of like rediscovering who you are. Rediscovering your self-love and your self-appreciation and those around you. Because I think that you're still kind of holding on and clinging on to something, okay? Because clinging's on this card too, okay? But something, again, is still kind of stopping you because the bottom of the deck is limitations and also fears. So I think that you are your own jailer in this case because you're kind of holding yourself back subconsciously, whether you know it or not. So I think that the journal that you got is going to really help you with some of this. But again, a lot of it is to do with like working it on a subconscious level. So if you're listening to different hurts to kind of help you with that, I think that's going to help get you back on your pathway as far as that's concerned. Let me grab another deck. I'll be right back. All right, so I grabbed my tarot. A lot came out. The first one that came out was the Ten of Swords. So you still feel like you've been stabbed in the back by something. Something is still reflecting on this card. You are stuck in this, I think, subconsciously. The Knight of Pentacles then came out next. So the Knight of Pentacles is about hard work and determination. When you set your mind to something, you really go for it. That card is representing this. And you're trying to build that material, like security and material abundance, as well as for money-wise too, okay? So with your hard work and diligence, you're creating a life for yourself and your family and to carry over to your kids, okay? So that's represented in this card. Now, the Four of Cups is kind of interesting because the universe is trying to gift you something, but you're either hesitant to take it or you just don't see it because you're just looking in the other way. You're looking in the opposite direction. So whatever the universe is trying to gift you, you're looking here at the other three cups, but they're trying to give you the fourth cup. So I think that is involving your manifestations of some sort. There's something that you're missing the puzzle piece for. You're looking here, but again, this is supposed to be where you're looking so that you can kind of figure out exactly where you need to go to activate this a little bit higher. Two of Cups is interesting because this can be a romantic partnership. It can also be a friendship. It can also be like kindred spirits and those sorts of things. I really think this is involving us, like you and me, okay? Because of our closeness and our bond that we have, because we have a relationship outside of kind of the realm of things too, right? So this is representing us and how we trust each other, okay? I really feel like that's us. But right now, you need to kind of just chill. You need to just relax. This is time for a deep rest, kind of a reset, to figure out exactly how to get that subconscious back on track. And notice how it's pointing to the future. So you need to have a deep rest so that you can harness yourself to reflect from the past and get through all this. Now, the Six of Pentacles was next. Six of Pentacles is about like balancing, okay, because we have the scales in here. And then it's also about giving and receiving. So with the Six of Pentacles, it's about like a two-way of abundance. So gifting to others as well as receiving, okay? So it's also about like being charitable and being positive, having that generous mindset. This is you in a nutshell, okay? But make sure that you keep that scale in balance, that you're not giving too much of yourself either. This can be related to money because of the Pentacles, but it can also be related to energy. If you're giving out more than what you are receiving, then their balance is going to be out of whack, okay? So you show gratitude through gifting to others. You always have, you always will, but at the same time, just make sure you're looking after yourself too, okay? The Page of Pentacles, you got a lot of Pentacles, dude. So the Page of Pentacles came out next. So the Page of Pentacles is about like, I'm drawing a huge blank. Why am I drawing a blank on this? One sec, hang on. I'm blaming my cold. So the Page of Pentacles, I'm going to read it from here. So the Page of Pentacles is about manifesting new opportunities, beginnings, good news, MBA skills and training, financial opportunities, new career paths, new connections, exploration stage of a beginner earth magic, making plans a reality. I can be practical and realistic and still run ahead to meet my dreams. So the Pentacles as a suit represents earth signs. So since you have 3 in here, I have a feeling that you need to ground a little bit more, some way or another, because I have a feeling that that's part of it too, is that you're having a hard time possibly grounding a little bit. And the Pentacles are about like how we view the external world, and like it represents like material goods and value and those sorts of things, money, success. So I think a lot of this is weighing heavy on you. But just remember, there's always 2 sides to each coin, right? So it's just like you gotta kind of, again, give and take and receive and things, right? So you gotta kind of keep it in check and be tangible about it. The next card that came out was Strength. So the Strength card is about courage and calmness. It's also about knowing your own inner strength too, okay? So bringing that masculine side out a little bit more, like that other card that was there. The last card that's on the bottom of the deck is the Magician. And then the next one is the Empress. Didn't I say that you remind me of the Empress? That's too funny. So the Magician is basically about like, you have natural skills and talents, and you know that you have them there. It's just a matter of unlocking them. Once you unlock them and harness them, I think that you could pretty much do anything you really want to, okay? Because you're the magician of your own life. You can create the life that you want and desire. You just have to believe it, because you are the magician. And I think that since this is on the bottom, you are going to figure that out sooner rather than later, I feel like. And you are resourceful. And when you put your mind to something like a manifestation, it will come true, okay? Because of the desire that you have because of this card, okay? Through energy and action, you will make it happen. And notice how all of the minor arcana are represented on here. It's because you, I think, identify a lot with all of the elements. And I think that that is part of your power in your hands, is by using all of the elements to your advantage, if that makes sense. So let me know how this resonates with you. I know I only used 2 decks, but I'm not really drawn to any other decks. But yeah, let me know, because it was a little different than my normal readings with you. I'm sure you will. But again, re-listen to this, and I'm sorry about my voice. And let me know, but I will talk to you soon. Okay? Bye. Thank you again.